There are very few videos of Russell Brand and his wife Laura together on YouTube, but one clip, shared in the midst of the pandemic, shows the illustrator and author giving a tutorial on how to make squishy soap. She smiles and rolls her eyes as her husband makes lewd jokes, putting her head in her hands at one point, and throughout the 8 minutes of footage, it's clear that Laura is a calming influence on the disgraced comedian, and the antidote to his bravado. Brand first began dating a 19-year-old Laura Gallacher in 2007 after they reportedly met through her sister, Sky Sports presenter Kirsty Gallacher. At the time, the comedian, then 30, was presenting on Radio 2, a job he walked from in the following year after being suspended for leaving Fawlty Towers actor Andrew Sachs voicemails about how he had slept with his granddaughter. According to the Daily Mail at the time, Laura's father, golf legend Bernard Gallacher, had been disapproving of the age gap. He begged her to end it, a friend told the newspaper. Whatever happened, the pair's relationship did not last long, and soon after the former Big Brother's Big Mouth host moved to Hollywood, then setting off his high-profile first marriage to pop star Katy Perry. Brand, who previously had well-publicized sex and drug addictions, recalled the initial fling with his now wife some years later on The Wendy Williams Show, explaining, "We went out with each other, we loved each other very much, but I was in a phase where I thought the world was an amusement park made out of orgasms." However, back in 2015 both Laura and Brand rekindled their relationship following a chance encounter on an East London canal towpath. Laura, in 2020, revealed to Grazia, "My ex had literally moved out of our flat that day and I was heartbroken, with mascara running down my face. A friend dragged me out on a walk to the canal in East London, where I'd never been in my life, and as we came onto the footpath Russell was standing there like he'd organized it." Despite his very promiscuous past, Laura, who has written wellness books such as The Joy Journal for Magical Everyday Play, realized Brand was the one and sought to take things slow. "I hadn't seen Russell for years. He was so different. We both immediately knew it was going to be serious," she explained on the Made by Mamas podcast. "You have to rebuild your foundations and trust again. We did it the right way. It was very slow, it was getting to know each other and going out on day trips together." The pair settled into domestic life, and in 2016, Laura gave birth to their first child Mabel, and the following year the couple were married with rocker Noel Gallagher serving as Brand's best man. Their second daughter Peggy arrived shortly after, and Brand's transition from nightlife lover to family man was complete as he enjoyed life in their mansion in Leafy Henley-on-Thames, Oxfordshire. "I've never had domesticity before," Brand explained to The Guardian in 2017. "Most of my life has been an extension of the grandiose idea of what glamour would look like if it had to have a kitchen. And I feel sometimes like a refugee in my house with this woman, this calm, beautiful woman, who in the most beautiful way possible doesn't care about what I do. She's not interested, in the most delightful way. Oh, that sounds nice." Despite this image of domesticated bliss, Brand has previously shared how he leaves most of the parenting responsibilities to his wife and is not good when it comes to basic tasks such as changing nappies. "When I looked after Mabel on her own, she dropped 2 social classes in an hour," the presenter explained to the Sunday Times magazine in 2019. "In no time at all we're in a coffee shop, she's just got a nappy on, she's covered in stuff because I'm not willing to fight any of the battles." These comments were dubbed as sexist by many online at the time, with one Twitter user writing, "Laura is better at it because she has no choice." Someone has to step up and take responsibility for keeping your child alive and nurturing them into a well-rounded, clean and fed human being. And now Laura is pregnant again, and the allegations against her husband are clearly affecting her, as she has now deleted her Instagram account at The Joy Journal, which she uses to share her work. During an explosive Channel 4 Dispatches documentary, Russell Brand, In Plain Sight, aired over the weekend, which was made in conjunction with The Times and Sunday Times, Brand, 48, was accused of rape, sexual assaults and emotional abuse, which the comedian strongly denies. In a YouTube video ahead of the show on Friday, Russell told fans, one from a mainstream media TV company, one from a newspaper, listing a litany of extremely egregious and aggressive attacks, as well as some pretty stupid stuff like community festivals should be stopped, that I shouldn't be able to attack mainstream media narratives on this channel. But amidst this litany of astonishing, rather baroque attacks, often very serious allegations that I absolutely refute. These allegations pertain to the time when I was working in the mainstream, when I was in the newspapers all the time, when I was in the movies. And as I've written about extensively in my books, I was very, very promiscuous. Now, during that time of promiscuity, the relationships I had were absolutely always consensual. I was always transparent about that. Despite calls for his wife to end the relationship, including from former Conservative MP Nadine Dorries, who says she should cut him dead forever, the influencer is reportedly standing by her husband. A source told the Mail Online, what Russell did was firmly in the past, way before he and Laura met. They went on to say their focus is on finding a way through the crisis, and added, of course it isn't easy, but they are determined to get through this. It remains to be seen if they can.